OBJ is back on Broadway. It's the coach. This is the NFL 100 Game of the Week on EA Sports. Coming up, it's not the Giants, but Odell Beckham makes his return to New York as his Browns get set to match up with the New York Jets. With that, it's a throwback to the very first Monday night game ever, way back in 1970. Standing by to bring it your way, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Baker Mayfield, the second-year quarterback from Oklahoma, will pilot this offense as the Browns get set for their first drive. Hilliard, call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
And the focus will definitely be on wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. after the trade from the New York Giants to the Cleveland Browns. How will he mesh with his new quarterback Baker Mayfield? And can they be the duo that leads Cleveland to the playoffs for the first time since 2002?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now it's Crowder. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Jets under new head coach Adam Gase as we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The offensive starters now for the Jets.
When you draft a rookie quarterback in 2018, as the Jets did in Sam Darnold, you've got to surround him with talent. And Jamison Crowder, coming over from Washington, is one of the better guys you can get. A nifty slot receiver who can put up big numbers when given an opportunity.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Well, look now at our starting defense. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he finds his man, Griffin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. You think about the 2 quarterbacks in this game with Darnold and Mayfield, and you think back to the 2018 draft. Gosh, leading up to that draft, the talk shows and all the rumors about who would go number 1. A lot of people thought it would be Sam Darnold going number 1 and playing for these Cleveland Browns. Josh Allen, Josh Rosen also in the mix. But it turns out the Browns, they would get Baker Mayfield, and I think both parties pretty happy with the end result. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. And a give this time to the tailback. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Darnold from the gun. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Mack Wilson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
180. Short tackle, let's go. We got this. We got this.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On third down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
Get set. 180. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Go.
On first down, Hilliard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, Hilliard. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Darnold now to throw. Caught here by Griffin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Darnold on third down. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go.
Big yardage there for the Browns. 18.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hilliard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Beckham, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
180! 54! Stop your whining.
On 2nd and 9. Mayfield got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins.
Here we go. Here we go.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Seibert's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. We will have 2 weeks in the books once this one wraps up. More football coming your way, though, Thursday night. We start week 3 with a good one in the AFC South. Titans and Jags from Jacksonville. Kickoff for that one, 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 on the West Coast. And since we should have Marcus Mariota involved, 2:20 for our friends in Hawaii. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Let's go, boys.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 2nd down and 4, Darnold, and this is incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Darnold, and that will be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the 2nd quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coach.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cannon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. He doesn't often, as a corner, get the chance to make a stop in the run game, but he did there. Nice job.
Yeah, how about winning his one-on-one battle on the perimeter? And in this case, it turned into a tackle out there. Big-time play. Love what we just saw.
They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
51. Here we go. 51, Mike 51. Here we go.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
They go play action here on 1st down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They run the counter. Hilliard. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Mayfield finding Beckham, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Mayfield down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
In your face.
On first down, Cannon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Darnold on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Griffin. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But
all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All even through 1 half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. A gain of 3, second down.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down. Darnold looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll give him a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he finds his man, Griffin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
It's just not right.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Everyone's got 4 down.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Got an open man, it's a new one. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his second touchdown on the season, and the Jets have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On second down now, Hilliard trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They're like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
On first down, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Cannon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the Browns getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
They'll run on first down. Hilliard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
They'll run again with Hilliard. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll get 7 out of it, but it brings up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 29, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. On 1st down, Hilliard. Henry Anderson there on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Joel Bitonio, one of the steals of the 14 draft, the culprit there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, but it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Play action. It's Darnold. Letting one go deep for Enunwa. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
To throw is Darnold. Enunwa's got it, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
They come up in an offset eye. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And his kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receiver.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well. Allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now look at Quincy Enunwa and the rest of the offense heading back out. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
Well, you talk about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
Mike 51. They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cannon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And an alley to run. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Second and 5 now. Darnold on the catch. It's Crowder. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first and 10, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. The quick slant caught. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Browns drive about to get started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On first and 10, Mayfield.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
From the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On the run, this is Hilliard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a carry here for Hilliard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dontrell Hilliard, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
And New York set to take the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams, his 2nd sack of the night. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, Why didn't he throw it away?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dontrell Hilliard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive. Just past the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space? I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Seibert on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down by 4. 2:18 on the clock. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Darnold got an open man. It's a noon one. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Darnold completes it. And they'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. Back to throw. Caught here by Griffin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Darnold now to throw. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Run flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
He'll look to throw. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sheldon Richardson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. He was looking for a Nunwa there. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Cleveland, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.